Has anybody ever asked you to do something that your parents have taught you not to do? Pause the video and discuss this with your family. Do you know what the word of wisdom is? According to the guide to the scriptures, the word of wisdom is a law of health revealed by the Lord for the physical and spiritual benefit of the saints. It has become commonly referred to as the word of wisdom. The Lord has always taught his followers principles of health. The Lord revealed to Joseph Smith which types of foods to eat and which to avoid, along with a promise of temporal and spiritual blessings for obeying the word of wisdom. The following are things that are outlined in the word of wisdom. And again, tobacco is not for the body, neither for the belly, and is not good for man, but it is an herb for the bruises and all sick cattle, to be used with judgment and skill. Yea, flesh also of beasts and of the fowls of the air, I the Lord have ordained for the use of man, with thanksgiving. Nevertheless, they are to be used sparingly. Every herb in the season thereof, and every fruit in the season thereof, all these to be used with prudence and thanksgiving. And again, hot drinks are not for the body or belly. All grain is ordained for the use of man and of beast, to be the staff of life, not only for men, but for the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven, and all the wild animals that run or creep upon the earth. Every herb in the season thereof, and every fruit in the season thereof, and all these to be used with prudence and thanksgiving. That inasmuch as any man drinketh wine or strong drink among you, behold, it is not good, neither meet in the sight of your Father. The Lord promises in D&C 89, 18 through 21,
and all saints who remember to keep and do these sayings, walking in obedience to the commandments, shall receive health in their navel and marrow to their bones, and shall find wisdom and great treasure of knowledge, even hidden treasures, and shall run and not be weary, and shall walk in and not faint. And I, the Lord, give unto them a promise that the destroying angel shall pass by them as the children of Israel, and not slay them. Amen.
How should you respond when someone offers you something that is against the word of wisdom? Pause the video while you discuss. Did you know that there is a story in the Bible where Daniel and his friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, were offered food and strong drink? They had to tell the prince of eunuchs, Melzar, that they could not drink the wine or eat the meat that the king offered them. The prince was afraid that the king would be very mad and kill him because they would look sick and look too skinny. They asked the prince to give them grains to eat and water to drink for 10 days. And after 10 days, Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego looked more healthy than those that had eaten the king's meat and drank the king's wine. In Daniel 1:17 through 20, it says,
As for these 4 children, God gave them knowledge and skill in all learning and wisdom. And Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. Now, at the end of the days that the king had said he should bring them in, then the prince of the eunuchs brought them in before Nebuchadnezzar. And the king commanded with them, and among them all was found none like Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Therefore stood they before the king. And in all matters of wisdom and understanding that the king inquired of them, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians, and astrologers.
As Daniel grew older, he became loved by all the kings, and he was known as the interpreter of dreams. King Darius loved Daniel and made him prince over the kingdom. The other princes got jealous and tried to find a reason to get him in trouble, but Daniel was honest and good. So the princes told Darius to make a royal decree that said if anyone should ask any man or God for something for 30 days, then he should be cast into a den of lions. Daniel was not ashamed to pray, and he left the windows open in his house when he knelt to pray. The princes saw him and told the king that they saw Daniel pray 3 times a day. King Darius wanted to change the decree, but there was a law that once the decree was made, it could not be changed. King Darius asked his guards to go arrest Daniel and cast him into the lion's den. As he went to the den, the king told Daniel that he believed that the God that Daniel prayed to would save him. The king fasted all night and ran to the lion's den as soon as the sun came up. He went to the top of the den and said, "O Daniel, servant of the living God, is thy God whom thou servest continually able to deliver thee from the lions?" Then Daniel said unto the king,
O king, live forever. My God has sent his angel, have shut the lion's mouth, that they have not hurt me, for as much as before him, and since he was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt.
Then was the king exceedingly glad for him, and commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no manner of hurt was found upon him, because he believed in his God. Daniel was blessed because he prayed to God, and didn't let anybody stop him. What do we learn from Daniel's example, and what can we do to be more like him? Discuss this with your family. For the lesson plan, check out our blog in the description below.